Just the second time in UFA history that we are seeing a championship rematch in the ensuing regular season. Grant Lindsley going against his old team, playing with Jordan Kerr and his Shred teammates, coming all the way from Utah. And it feels like a little bit like a road game for New York as well. The first ever Empire game here at Trinity Health Stadium in Hartford, Connecticut. The Shred are 7-1 atop the West. The Empire are 6-3 in third place in the East. And this is a standalone afternoon battle between Salt Lake and New York, two teams with obvious championship aspirations. We welcome you into our broadcast booth with Keith Rayner and Charlie Eisenhood. I'm Evan Lepler. Thanks so much for being with us. Obviously, when the calendar came out with the schedule, this game, you circled it immediately. Two teams that have aspirations to be a champion, but maybe they're not showing their best championship form quite yet. What do you want to see today, Keith? Let's take a look at some of the matchups. And an immediate turnover as Marquez Brownlee intercepts the pass. The New York Empire could not have asked for a better start.
It's got echoes of the 2023 championship game, doesn't it? These kinds of little mistakes from Salt Lake. We saw similar turnovers at the end of their Colorado game in the fourth quarter. Their only loss.
Grant Lindsley, a member of the New York Empire for their first championship in 2019. Now in his second year with the Shred, sending Kerr against Davis. And Antoine has block number one of the day. This point now over 2 minutes gone, and there's the third turn. A second block in the opening 3+ minutes.
Well, refs seem like they're going to let him play today. It was an obvious foul. They didn't blow a whistle.
Called it on himself. Williams is in, and it's 3-0 New York. Nearly getting tangled up with that sideline Porterfield, Simon Dastrup, and now connecting with Jorgensen. It's a nice shot, and that's more like it for the Shred. Oscar Brown to Eugene LaRue. Jeff Holm, 4 goals, 4 assists last week against Toronto. Sending this one, and it's Rusnagel getting the block on Weinberg, who is doing exactly what they're supposed to do after the turn. Until now, but a hairy reset does work out. Moonga looking for Merrill, connects.
Team defense that they're going to have to play against Yacht.
McKay Jorgensen out there playing a D point after the break. Working with Ashton. Ben Ashton swings it for Nathan Huff, who's looking for Gene LaRue with steps on Ethan Fortin, and he'll step it into the end zone. Just like that, the Shred within 1. First touch for Kerr. And a riser of a backhand, and Lindsley rises to meet that moment. Lindsley pivots and throws it away.
Didn't really have much, should have gone to the reset.
Chance for Jordan Kerr to get a block, but he couldn't find it. Haberfield shoots it, and a tremendous layout score from Matt Labar. And the Empire break to begin the second.
Big time play from the guys down the roster on New York, and exactly the kind of thing you want to see from a team that.
Brownlee, cheeky high release, connects with Mike Drost. Over the top, back of the end zone. New York has a Drost to Drost. And a nervy catch there from Yacht.
And only one of the Salt Lake scores has been by their O-line getting a hold.
Oliver Chartok sending it deep. His brother Elliot is there. We saw Mike Drost to Ryan Drost, and now it's Oliver Chartok to Elliot Chartok. A brotherly feel. Just through his 3,000th career completion in the Ultimate Frisbee Association. Oliver Chartok catches it in stride from Jeff Holm. 94th game of Jack Williams' UFA career, which of course started with the Flyers. Jordan Kerr rips a deep flick. That's what you expect from Jordan Kerr. Hits Simon Dastrup in rhythm. Salt Lake starting to look a little bit more like themselves, and largely because of Jordan Kerr settling in.
Yeah, that's getting used to the wind, starting to feel comfortable throwing in that direction, getting the right elevation on the disc, and been a slow start.
Really good downfield defense from Chad Jorgensen on Jack Williams. He couldn't find an angle. Now Williams is going deep, and Ethan Fortin sends him, and he hits him in stride. Chad Jorgensen was sold out on the under, and tremendous recognition from New York.
Perfect shot from Fortin.
Yeah, he never played Ultimate before college at UNCW, and he gets a block in the backfield here, showing off his all-field game. Final minute of the half, Brownlee with a riser, but no defender there to put pressure on Drost. Now two defenders close in, and that reset ripped down by Brownlee, whose cross-field hammer will work. Mike Drost brings it in.
Wow. That's just individual excellence from Marquez Brownlee to bail out a possession.
Looked pretty similar to what we've seen now through the first 7 or 8 throws to get to the midway point of the field. Elliot Chartok hits his brother Oliver, who sends it up the line and into the end zone. Matt Labar slotting in masterfully on this New York O-line, 13-7. Playoff game a couple years ago. Ben Yacht in the end zone, rips it down despite the footsteps closing in from Dastrup.
A lot of impatient turnovers in that part of the field for Salt Lake.
Acrobatic bid there to maintain possession. Ripping it long. Ryan Drost is open, and he brings down the 15th score of the game for New York. I think both teams are probably okay with, just to finish this one up. Lindsley looking for Rustnagel. Yes.
Too little, too late.
Shred back with an 11.
I know that internally New York feels really good about the matchup. They feel like they had a chance to win with a weak roster down at DC.
Dunabile runs down that flick hook from Moonga, 23-12.
And so I think they feel like they're going to win that game. And so the thing is, you know, if New York and Atlanta meet again, let's say a championship weekend.
That's a Callahan for Elijah Jaime.
Man, let's see that there, 89% completion percentage for Salt Lake. That is just, it's unbelievable to see this shred team put that number on the board.
Chartok looking for his brother, Elliot, to Oliver.
To my opinion, and I think it's part of why we've seen struggles. But
Jordan Kerr inside backhand, absolutely obliterated by Marquez. Brownlee hammer connects with Axel Agami Contreras to make it 25-13. Declared inactive right before the game. Jack Williams sends a souvenir into the crowd. And to honor the Salt Lake Shred, the fan drops a clap catch. And the final score of this Super Series game, not real super competitive. New York 25, Salt Lake 14.